Thank you for joining Darien Library this Thursday evening for Learn How to Make Sushi Rolls Like a Pro. Jacob DH Hwang chose a career as a sushi chef over law enforcement and has never looked back. Chef Jacob has been in the food industry, working at sushi and Korean food restaurants for a handful of years, and he's excited tonight to be with us to teach us his tricks. Before we begin, I would like to mention that programs at Darien Library are made possible by the annual Friends of the Library campaign. We thank you for the support to make programs like this, as well as our collections available to the community. If you have any questions tonight, or if you're making sushi alongside us, please hold your questions till the end. If you want to show off your creation at the end to Chef Jacob for his approval, please do so. And if you have any questions, please put it in the Q&A section or the chat. If you feel like at one point our volume is a little funky, please let us know and we'll try our best to fix it. And now I'm going to pass the mic over to Chef Jacob. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to my sushi class today. I'm so glad to see you today. And then thank you for sharing about what's the sushi, what's the history of the sushi, knowledge of the sushi. I'm so glad to see you today again. And then hopefully you're gonna have a good time with this class. And then right after this, and then I want you to be more healthier than before. So otherwise you might be eat sushi every day, right? And then people ask me about the sushi, Jacob, what's the sushi means? So I can answer to them directly. You know, sushi is vinegared rice with any kind of flavor. Comes with any kind of flavor. For example, it could be raw fish, salmon, tuna, sometimes cooked one, and sometimes comes with all kind of vegetables. So you could make a variety of sushi with vinegared rice. So now sushi is developing and then growing very fast, and then popularized all over the place. So that means sushi is spread out all over the place, and then sushi is not only people eating in Asia, but also people eating in Russia and Europe, China, wherever. And then now is they doing with the business with the sushi. So otherwise, sushi is more popularized all this century. So before I start to the presentation and the demonstration how to make sushi, and then we're gonna take a look. We brought the chart for briefing shortly, and then what's the sushi, and then what's the history of the sushi. We're gonna take a look, and then I'm gonna announcement with that chart. Okay? Would you follow next step, please? So anyhow, thank you for brought this sushi class from the Darien Library event. The title is Learn How to Make Sushi Rolls Like a Pro, June 17, 2021. I'm very glad with this. So, okay, then they say table of contents, introduction, 1, definition of sushi, 2, history of sushi, sushi making tools, 3rd one, basic ingredients for demonstration. Last step is Q&A. We're gonna take a Q&A for a couple of minutes. So table of contents, number 1, introduction, 1, definition of sushi, 2, history of sushi, 2nd one, sushi making tools, 3rd one, basic ingredients, 4, demonstration. Last step, number 5, we're gonna have a Q&A. very shortly. So I don't know, we got enough time for Q&A, but I tried my best, okay? And then number one, introduction. What's the definition of a sushi? Question. Sushi is a raw fish? Answer, yes or no. A lot of people are very wondering about what's a sushi. Still, they don't know about that. The term sushi actually refers to vinegared rice. Sushi is made by dissolving sugar in vinegar and tossing with the hot, just cooked rice. Sushi therefore refers to vinegared rice served with other ingredients, which may or may not include fish, which in turn may be raw or cooked. Okay, and the sushi can be made and served easy. So as they mentioned about that, we're gonna go easy and nice and simple. Okay. And the number two, history of sushi. What's the history of sushi? Sushi originally developed in Japan. The original Chinese character for sushi meant pickled fish or preserved fish. Number one, nare sushi, very first stage of sushi, aged sushi, not a period. Fresh fish and salt were mixed with the rice after a period from 1 month to 1 year. The rice naturally fermented, then the fish removed from the rice and consumed without the rice. Number two, namanare, fresh aged sushi. 15th century, fish was only pickled for 3 or 4 days. For the first time, the rice was not discarded, but eaten with the fish. Number three, rice became an important part of sushi, izushi, rice sushi. Vinegar was first used in uji sushi or pressed sushi with sushi still popular today. Nigiri sushi, finger sushi, Edo period, knife vinegar and seasoning or
where it comes from is we're natural so no doubt what is most important to the entire IC for America's freedom and independence and national security interests. And then the intelligence community.
Luckily, only a few tools are absolutely necessary when it comes to sushi. Essential sushi tools. These are very representative tools. There's for three things very important. Number one, bamboo mat. I'm going to show how to use a bamboo mat today. And then second one, knives and the rice cooker or pot. Other tools, this one, the rice paddle, wasabi grater, rice tub, sesame seed roaster, sushi oki. Oki means is kind of platter, some platter. And then number two, sushi making tools. Number one, bamboo mat. In Japanese, makisu. Based on ancient design of the bamboo window blind, a rolling mat is essential to making any kind of a rolled sushi. The mat is made of bamboo slates woven together with the string. Second, knives. One of the most important tools for sushi making is a good, sharp knife. Not strictly necessary to use specialized Japanese knife, but imperative to use a very sharp knife. A good knife is frequently wiped clean is essential to smoothly slicing through fresh ingredients. Number two, sushi making tools. Rice cooker or pot. Cooker. An electrical appliance about the size and shape of small hot box used for cooking rice. Rice intended for sushi probably not left in an active rice cooker for much longer than 15 minutes, lest it lose too much moisture and become crumbly rather than sticking. Pot. To cook rice the low-tech, traditionally way, we use a tall, heavy bottoms cooking pot with a tight fitting lid. For present time, I rarely see this kind of pot, but you don't have to worry about this one thing. It's old-fashioned. And then number 2, sushi making tools. Rice paddle, in Japanese, shamoji, resembling a large flattened spoon, allowing you to mix the cooked rice without crushing the grains. Wasabi grater, the traditional way to grate a wasabi root into paste is by rubbing and against the patch of the naturally abrasive sharp skin attached to a small wooden paddle. Any vegetable grater capable of fine work will do. Number 2, sushi making tools, rice tub. In handai or hangari, a round wooden, plastic, or stainless steel tub used for mixing freshly cooked rice with the sushi dressing sauce. The wood helps to soak up excess moisture. Broad shape helps you mix the rice without crushing the grain and also helps the rice to evenly. As a tub, clean do not use a soap and store upside down in a cool and dry place. If you do not have a traditional rice rub, substitute any large, wide-bottomed container. In the sushi making tools, sushi oki. Sushi oki means, platter, right? The fancy platter. The explanation is a lacquered serving platter specially designed for serving sushi, right? The basic ingredient, rice. This is the key to good sushi. Use a California short grain rice. They say short grain, but you can bring a medium grain too, or Japanese short grain rice. Don't use long grain rice or instant rice of any kind. Vinegar. Rice vinegar is traditional active ingredient for turning plain rice into the sushi rice. Basic ingredient, kombu. Maybe you can get the Asian market very nearby. Nearest place is in the Winchester, the H Mart. They say.
My favorite place.
Yeah. Okay, this tough, broad lipped seaweed is used to make a dash broth and to give a flavor to rice. Nori, seaweed, you know that everything, right? Seaweed. A type of seaweed that is essential to a great many sushi recipes. Basic ingredient, wasabi, sometimes compared to horseradish. Wasabi is ground or grated to make a green paste with a fiery flavor. Wow, fiery flavor. They make you cry. And the most cooking in Japan take advantage of ready-to-use wasabi paste. Ginger pickled, paper-like slices of pale pink pickled ginger, we called gari. They are commonly offered as a plate cleanser and a refresher between sushi servings. Basic ingredient, again, sesame oil. In Japanese, gomabra, made from roasted sesame seeds. This oil has a strong, rich, smoky flavor and is often used for seasoning foods. Soy sauce, shoyu in Japanese, basic Japanese condiment brewed from the soybeans, wheat, and served. It comes in two major varieties, ordinary and light. The light soy sauce has a higher salt content. The light soy has paler color, and the basic ingredient, avocado, not traditional sushi ingredient, but used in many ways. Pick the perfect avocado, not too hard, not too overripe. Cucumber, kyuri in Japanese. Japanese cucumbers called kyuri are slender and nearly seedless. Basic ingredients again are salmon. In Japanese, we call it sake, and tuna. In Japanese, we call them maguro. Salmon may be eaten fresh, smoked, or cooked. Salmon that is eaten raw should first have been deep frozen at least in 1 week. And the shrimp, ebi. Ama-ebi, sweet shrimp. Sometimes we call that a baby shrimp. A baby shrimp can be eaten raw or cooked. It tastes good. Personally, I love this. And the number 13, crab stick, kanikama. That are easy to obtain, convenience, and coming in a uniform size. Maybe use fresh crab meat if you wish. And then edamame. This is bean. You can see the any market is very popularized or state America. Edamame, they are young green soybeans quickly boiled and served in their pots, often with a sprinkling of salt. Eel unagi in Japanese. The freshwater eel called unagi enjoyed year-round in Japan, but especially in the summer, when eating it is said to make hot weather more bearable. Okay, I think it's done. They say thank you. And then now, before I start how to make a sushi, I'm gonna demonstrate the step by step. First of all, I believe you guys prepare for ingredients. The bamboo, as they mentioned about bamboo, is very important, and then knife, and then dry sieve. So I'm gonna bring the big wrap. You know what? I'm gonna wrap to the bamboo because the wrap after wrapping with the bamboo it could be prevent keep attaching the sticky rice, so it's very hard to rolling. So before you do that, the first step is you gotta prepare for bamboo mat, and then you can zoom to my bamboo. I'm gonna show you how to make bamboo with the wrapping. Okay, so. This works. It is very important. Okay, I'm going to show you like this, okay? This is better, right?
There we go.
Okay, this is better. Oh, my body is going to be twisted. Oh. So, goes like this. Put it in the middle. And then wrap it one more time. And then grab in the corner, both sides. Use your two hands. And then pull down, put it up. And then one more time, rolling. And then the side of the wrapping paper, you should, spread out each side. Goes like this, okay? And then one more time, rolling. Rolling like this. Okay, one more time, spread out to each side, okay? Towards outside. So now, about 2-3 times you're rolling with the wrapping paper. And then you cut it out. And then this one is done, okay? Now, so this one is folded like this, okay? So we're gonna use this side, okay? And then additionally, I'm gonna show you one more thing easy to make this sushi roll. I'm gonna make a hole each corner, every single corner, little bit pour. Use a knife, and then the reason why I'm gonna get rid of air. If air is left in the bamboo, it's there's a gap, so it's not easy to make a roll sushi. So get rid of the air like this, okay? So make a flat, even. So else came out now. It's very good now, okay? So today what I mentioned about the California roll and the avocado roll, and then I'm going to show you something else, and nigiri sushi. Okay, before we go, let me divide in a large mention about the sushi. Okay, the main type of sushi is two different styles. One is nigiri. Nigiri means I just made a pre-made like this, fish on the top, rice is bottom. We call that nigiri sushi. Nigiri. I just made pre-made. Then this is nigiri. Maguro, tuna, the salmon. This is sake. We call it fish on the top, rice is bottom. We call this nigiri sushi. Sometimes in English they call it finger sushi. Okay, and then first of all, I just showed you nigiri, and then there's a second over. We call them maki in Japanese. Maki means sushi roll. There's two different kind of style. The uramaki is in English they call that inside out. Inside out. Maybe some people heard that. The second one is hosomaki. That one is seaweed goes outside. Simply, I'm going to explain to you. Seaweed goes outside, and then rice comes inside. Reversely, uramaki is rice go outside, seaweed comes inside. So now I'm going to start with the uramaki. How do you call it in English? Inside out. Okay, rice go outside. So I'm going to grab some sticky rice, and then when you pick up the dry seed, use the sticky rice. You don't have to pick up by hand because the rice is very sticky. You can pick up like this, right? It's easy to pick up. So now I'm going to show how to make the uramaki now. So put in the middle of the seaweed, and then a little bit spread out like this, left side, right side. So use your two hands. One is going upright, goes like this.
Is there a special technique? Because you make it look natural.
This is my. It's kind of complex. Yeah, I learned from Sushi Chef, another sushi long time ago. Also, I create by myself a little bit. I can say like this. So one other side go to the bottom. Okay, go to the bottom. Use your two fingers. But when you spread out the rice with the seaweed, don't press too much. It's gonna be mush the rice. After mush the rice, it's not gonna be tasty at all. So, like treat it like a flower, beautiful flower, smoothly, tenderly, goes like this. Okay, and then make a tight. Don't leave any seaweed left over. I mean the fulfill with the rice. Don't show them any the seaweed spot. Okay. So sometimes you know what, the beginner, you are beginner, right? Sometimes they make a little bit higher like this. I want to make it like a football playground. You make it even. Sometimes they make do re mi fa sol la si do like this, like a mountain, high mountain, rock mountain. It's not going to be good shape. So make a flat. Okay, that's most important. Very, very important. Rice has to be flat. Okay. So my style. This is my style, and then upside down. Now I'm showing to you uramaki inside out roll. So some people don't like too much rice, but when you invite kind of a family or friends, and relative. And then if you wanna make a good shape of a sushi, good looking, you wanna be more outstanding by yourself, and then try putting the both side with the rice. Okay. So the other side, I made fulfill with all rice, but this one a little bit rice, less rice. Okay. So if people don't like too much rice, less rice, you don't have to put in the rice both sides. Only one side is enough. I show you later. Okay. This one I'm going to show my style first. Okay, a little bit rice is spread out, but you're gonna leave this much and this much, and then I want to suggest you, and then between bamboo and seaweed, I want to give you instruction 1 inch gap between seaweed and then bamboo, right? Bamboo roller in the 1 inch gap. This is very easy to rolling. Sometimes goes like this, very too far. So 1 inch is good. Or premix 3. Don't just a premix 3, 1 inch. Okay. Now I'm gonna make a California roll. I'm gonna put in the avocado, sliced down like this, and then cucumber. I put in the cucumber middle because sometimes cucumber is keep popping out. So
How do you cut your cucumber?
Huh?
How do you cut it?
I'll cut it. How do I cut it? I'll use the slice cucumber slicer. They sell it in the Asian market too.
Okay.
Maybe you have it in the kitchen too. Put like this. There, like this. Easy. Or you can peel the cucumber and then you slice down. So after I pre-made, and then I show you how to cut it. Okay. So the cremate, so goes like this: avocado, cucumber, and cremate. This is California roll. Okay. Now I'm gonna start to rolling. Okay, start to roll, and then you can think of you can imagine with this the end. The seaweed, it goes to here, right before the end. We're going to go to right before the end, like this, okay? Like this. And then I'm going to use that bamboo roll, okay? This one, grab 2 hands, and then this one rolling, and then this one, and it goes here, okay? The end. And then confirm with the, the straight goes like this, straight. And then one more rolling. You lift up the bamboo a little bit, slightly, and then one more rolling. And then 2 more rolling. The finishing touch like this. And use second finger, the little bit press down, the middle finger and the first thumbs, and then use the 3 fingers. Second finger, press down a little bit from top to the bottom, right? And then third finger and first thumb finger, and then squeeze it a little, squeeze it.
So it's like it seems like a very gentle process.
Yeah. Yeah, let me show you. It goes like this. There's no gap. There's no contents popping out. You don't worry about that, okay? So let me show one more time. It's very basic and easy. You can substitute any kind of ingredient with that, okay? So I'm showing you just how to make it.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is the sashimi without the rice. Okay, one more time. Put in the middle of the rice and spread out a little bit, left hand, right hand, okay? And then it goes to upright like this. And then when you're rolling, don't press too much. It's gonna be, as I said, mushy. It's not gonna be taste. So maybe rice is too short, right? Even this much left. So add, put some addition rice. Goes like this. And make it tight. Don't leave any, seaweed to show the outside, okay? So fulfill with the rice tightly, like this. Okay. What's the important when I'm rolling the rice? The most important thing is make even. Don't make do re mi fa sol la si do. Don't make rock mountain, okay? Just like make a football playground. Make even. That is most important. Let me show how to is gonna be a result, okay? What's the result then? Let me show you later. Okay, 1 second. And then upside down. This one for people don't like too much rice, less rice. And then I'm not gonna put in any rice in here. Okay, so in the same way before, as I showed you before, it goes avocado first, and then cucumber, and then creme it.
So we have rice, nori, avocado, cucumber, and crab meat.
Yeah, avocado, cucumber, and creme it.
Wonderful.
This is for people don't like too much rice, less rice. So I didn't put in the both sides with the rice, only one side.
And then we can compare how they both look. Too.
And then the same way with the rolling, just lift up, and then grab with the two hands. This one goes same way, the end, this much. This one goes to here, the end. Okay? And then a little bit, yeah, towards your body, a little bit squeeze it like this with the round shape or square shape. It's up to you. It depends on your taste. I cannot say what's the right answer, but let me show you this one, okay? And then one more time, lift up the bamboo, and then rolling a little bit, squeeze it. So the second finger is go press down from the top to the bottom, okay? It's like this. At the same time, middle finger and the thumbs, and at the same time, squeeze it and press down a little bit. And the third time, one more rolling. It's finished.
Beautiful.
Okay, you can compare it. There are less rice, more rice. Okay. And then let me slice down what's gonna be. Okay, what's the shape's gonna be. Okay. Let me a little bit.
Of course. So making sushi has always been intimidating to me, and you've made it a little bit more approachable. Obviously, you know what you're doing. You've done this quite a few times. You put your hours in. So I'm hoping that my first try will be as good,
Yeah.
or half as good, we'll say.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna slice down, and then also for your convenience, bring your pot with the water, and then water with the vinegar.
Oops.
Is is very protect contaminant, and then kill the bacteria also. Slice down the middle, then one more middle. Usually comes out 8 pieces. So this is the last rice, okay? When you invite people, your people goes like this, 8 pieces. And then wasabi, comes a wasabi, ginger, For that, your friend, call your friend's name, okay? Amanda, I made a Californian for you tonight.
Oh my
okay?
goodness, thank you.
It goes like, okay? This is the last rice. But first time I made one with my style. As I said, it has to be good looking. I'm nervous. Okay, so let me show you. And then cut the middle. Usually all kind of roll usually comes out 8 pieces. So middle and one more time middle, cut to the middle, and then middle, middle.
I'm glad you showed this technique because I could see mine being all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And sometimes they use a knife zigzag. So, oh my goodness, there's another Dorami Fasolashito. So now, this one, I love this, my style, of course. Okay, so when you invite people and when you have a willing to, outstanding by yourself, make like this. Okay, I really, really recommend this time.
Now I have a question for you.
Take a look. This is people want to less rice. This is people want to be outstanding by themselves. Okay, like this.
They're both beautiful.
Well, thank you. So now I show you uramaki. In English, we call that inside out. Rice is outside, inside. Seaweed comes inside. So okay, let me put aside. Okay, one second, please.
Now, when you were making the rice, did you add anything to the rice, or is it just plain rice?
Plain rice. No, actually, this is a vinegared rice. Vinegared rice. So when you make the vinegared rice, the ratio of vinegar to the cooked rice, I want to say 1 to 10. One is, for example, there's 10 grams of cooked rice, right? How much vinegar you're gonna put in? So 1 gram. Ratio is 1 to 10. Okay, so you can, if you have a measure, or you don't have to bring the measure. So approximately. So this is a very good question to me. Okay, for us. So acid. Vinegar is makes you good condition, good health too. So vinegar helps your digestion and then absorption, and then helps. Vinegar helps to anti-fat. Also, vinegar kills the germ and bacteria, and then sometimes get rid of poison too. So vinegar is very good for your health. That's why people love vinegar rice. We call it sushi, right? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So if I have enough time, how to make the rice, and then from the beginning to end, but we got not that much
Not
time.
today.
So okay. So as I mentioned about maki, 2 different styles. Uramaki I just made, and now I'm going to show the wholesome maki how to make it. Okay, and the wholesome maki is seaweed going to be outside. The uramaki I just showed you one. That one is rice is going to be outside, right? This time seaweed going to be outside. So Osomaki is we use less rice than uramaki. So the same way, put in the middle and then spread out the rice, and then one is go to upright, and one is going to downside. So for the beginner, I'll give you tips. Okay, it's very important is we cannot let containers popping out. So this one, we make a little bit mountain like this mountain, small mountain, and then middle is just make flat like a football playground. I'm not a native person in English, so please do me a favor. My accent and then sometimes grammar is upside down. You don't care about that, right?
No.
Thank you.
I can understand
Please
everything
don't
you're
care
saying.
about my English, okay?
You are doing a wonderful job. Very clear.
And then I'm gonna put in the avocado very easy. And then also I want to show you how to slice down the avocado. It's very for the beginner. It's very dangerous. But so
That's a perfect avocado.
yeah, you're very right. Very good. And then your hand is a little bit squeezed like this. If you open your finger, it's could be cut your finger. I don't want to call 911.
I don't either.
Okay, so squeeze it like this. Slice down middle. It's very easy. And then turning like this. And then a little bit twist. Goes like this, okay? And then you could use the cutting board like this, but to me, to save the time for me, okay? I'm gonna use
But everyone out there watching, use the cutting board.
So, fill the shell like this, and then usually they divide it 3. 1, 2, 3, usually, but depends on people's taste. If you want to get more, you use the more avocado, you can put it in more avocado. I'm gonna make the hoso roll with the avocado now. So the same way, between seaweed and bamboo, we're gonna leave the gap about 1 inch. Okay. In the same way, rolling like this, lift the bottom of a bamboo mat, and then this rice goes to here. That one we just made the mountain, right? This one go to mountain. Okay, not to the end with the mountain rice. This one goes to mountain. Okay, you just see that like this, and then go to the mountain. It's done, and then rolling, 1 time, 2nd time, and then squeeze it same way like this. Okay, let's see it. See, there's no gap. And then let me slice down. You can use a paper towel or some different handkerchief.
Like a cloth or towel?
Yeah, a towel. Not a bed towel, okay? Too big.
A kitchen towel.
Yeah, kitchen towel.
Or a tea towel.
In my home, I don't have any kitchen towel. I love use the paper towel. You know what? Very hard to wash and dry. I don't like that. Boom boom. That is bad. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the middle like this. And when you cut when you use the knife, please be careful your hand. Okay. This one not even, so I'm gonna cut a little bit to make it even. Okay. This one goes to trash.
Could be a snack too.
And then a middle. All the time comes with 8 pieces. Okay, you calculate. This one, two pieces now. So I'm gonna make a middle. One more time. Like this. One more time. Becomes 4. Now I'm gonna make 4 again. So 4 plus 4. What's the result? 8. Good math. So I'm gonna use this. This one, how do you call? Hosomaki. Hosomaki means seaweed goes outside, less rice, goes like this. Okay, take a look.
Beautiful.
Okay, so this one people likes less rice, and then people loves the rice. They want to get more chewing and use this. Make poso roll. This is better. The less rice. Uramaki, the inside out. I mean the inside out. That one is more rice. So I want to recommend you. People don't like too much rice. I want to recommend this poso maki. I show you one more time. Okay. So this is very representative sushi roll. That's why I'm going to show you twice. And then you can adopt any kind of a roll, substitute any kind of flavor. It could be comes with fish, vegetable, another vegetable, any kind of thing. Even eggs, you can roll in with eggs and put in the egg in the middle. So the kid, they loves it. You know? Okay, then I'll show you one more time. This time I'm gonna make a cucumber roll, okay? Cucumber roll with hosomaki. So cucumber roll, they call kapamaki in Japanese. Kapamaki. I'm not a Japanese. You mentioned about me. I'm Korean. Otherwise, the sushi is all spread out, all popularized all over the world. So in Korea, there's a lot of sushi restaurants too. Now, put in the middle with the rice and a little bit spread out. Left side and right side, each side goes like this. And the one is going up to the upright. When you're rolling, don't press too much. Treat it like flowers, tenderly. I think I got a little bit confused. Okay, let me upside this. So we're gonna leave this much seaweed for making hosomaki. Okay, so for the beginner, as I showed before, a little bit make a build a mountain with the rice like this, a little higher than the other part. The other side, same way, make a like a football playground, like a flat, okay, make it even. Only you pay attention to the upright, okay, so a little bit higher, maybe the rice, a little bit higher. Okay, now I'm gonna put in the cucumber, okay, cucumber. Reason why I made a little bit higher the rice. Reason why? What's the reason?
So the cucumber won't fall out.
Yeah, fall out. Yeah, keep popping out. It's very smart. Now you can.
Because I went to sushi school.
Oh yeah.
You're my educator.
So same way when I rolling the sushi roll, when I make it, the same way with the uramaki. Okay, so lift a little bit bottom of a bamboo, and this side goes to the mountain. That one made a little bit higher with the rice. We call this mountain, okay? To make easy to go, okay? So rolling, grab two hand, and then you pay attention to here, okay? Attached, done, and then rolling a little bit, and then squeeze it. Use the three finger. Second one, press down from top to the bottom. Little bit, not too much press, okay? A little bit. And then middle finger and thumbs, and at the same time squeeze it like this, okay? It's done. Sure. No gap, okay? No cucumber popping out. Let's make This is very Uramaki is very hard to make for a lot of sushi guys, sushi man, sushi chef also for beginner too. So I'm gonna cut the middle. And then another middle. So approximately is kind of I measure the middle, right? And then this one I try and make it even the height. Height is gonna be even, okay? So this middle like this. Let me see what's the shape's gonna be, okay? 1 second, please.
If you're making sushi right now at home and want to show us your pictures, please email me after, and I can share them with Chef Jacob.
Okay, it's done. This we call this kapamaki. Kapamaki.
Beautiful.
So you see that even like a playground, right? Okay. So this one, as I mentioned about this, this is for people who don't want to much rice. This is less rice, okay? So like this. And then next step, I show you special roll. Maybe you didn't prepare ingredient, but this time you just follow me. What's the step? Special roll is kind of a basic roll with addition to other fish part, or the cover with the spiced tuna, cover with the spiced crab. That you can add it to some different flavor. So let me show you the basic one. Well, people love the rainbow roll, so I'm gonna make a rainbow roll. The rainbow roll comes with the California roll first. That one I just made in the Uramaki, right? First time I made a California roll. I'm gonna make a California rainbow roll comes with the California roll, and we're gonna put in the 5 different fishes on the top of a California roll. Okay. So one more time, when you pick up the seed, rice seed, use the sticky rice. Boom. Okay.
I like that trick.
And then put in the middle, same way. It goes like this. Spread out each side. And the one is go to upright. When you're rolling, very tenderly, smoothly, trail like a flowers. Beautiful flowers. And then one side going down. Rice is a little bit short. Just put in a little bit more, okay? No worry about that. There's a lot of rice.
Now, what should the temperature of the rice be when you're making sushi?
Actually, as soon as done to the rice, it comes up 181 degree Fahrenheit. 181 Fahrenheit. Okay, but okay, it should be mentioned about that. Okay,
I just thought of it.
when you done the rice, right? When you cook the rice, and then pouring the vinegar the rice. Okay, rice vinegar. I mean the rice vinegar, and then ratio is 1 to 10, and then stir it up, mix it up, and then mix. You have to mix well. So just leave it like that in your home for 5 to 10 minutes, because vinegar has to dry up. It has to blow up. The vinegar is very sticky, right? Vinegar makes more sticky, so it's very hard to rolling. So after you mixed with the vinegar, right, and then just leave like that 5 minutes or 10 minutes until vinegar is a little bit blow up a little bit. So the temperature actually in your home, it doesn't matter. No inspector coming to your home. no inspector coming. But commercially, in market restaurant, they check it. Yeah, they check it. Sometimes regularly they come. They don't give us any notice.
Surprise.
Yeah,
Okay.
surprise. But we don't like that. You don't have to make me surprised. Please notice to me before you come, okay? And then, okay, this one upside down, like this. So I'm not gonna put any rice here because too much rice, not too good for your health, okay? So I'm gonna put in the avocado. I'm gonna make a California first, okay? Now I'm making rainbow roll, but basically California roll has to be done, okay?
It's the first step.
Yeah,
Okay.
first step, yeah, first step.
So you can kind of just build on top of that.
Yes, you're very smart, you know everything. And then cram it. So rolling the same way, lift up from the bottom, rolling. Edge, one more time, second time. So it's done, okay? And then I'm gonna cover with fish, varieties, fishes. Now I use maguro in Japanese. This is tuna. Tuna. I'm putting two pieces. Okay, 2 pieces. And then I'm gonna put it in the sake in Japanese. In English, the salmon they call sake. So, and then you could choose any kind of fish that when your favorite fish. Okay, you don't have to follow me. You can put in any kind of fish. And then I'm gonna put in shrimp. How do you call it in Japanese? Shrimp. Ebi. Like this. So rainbow means it's a variety color, right? Comes out. It has to be comes out with the variety color. So I'm gonna make it colorful. So I'm gonna use avocado. So between fish and fish, I leave a little bit gap. So little bit slice like this, slice down the avocado, put it in some space. You don't have to follow me. Sometimes you can put in the avocado in the middle, goes like this. Okay, it's up to you. And a little bit very thin slice avocado. Okay, very thin. The thicker slice the avocado, it cannot work. It's keep falling down. So
It's slippery.
yeah, just a little bit. Very thin, like a little tiny avocado. So the next step is I'm gonna use a wrapping paper. Okay, wrap, not a paper, wrap. Is that correct? Wrap, right? Wrap. And then I'm gonna use another bamboo. This is without the wrap. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna slice down 8 pieces same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I appreciate that you wrapped it and cut it while it was wrapped because
wrapping.
it
So
make it easier.
When you make the special roll, we call the special roll. Rainbow roll belongs to the menu with the special roll. So when you make the special roll, prepare for 2 bamboo. One is without the wrap. One is with the wrap. Okay, with the wrap, and when you make your basic roll like California roll, spicy tuna roll, this one special roll is used for the wrapping. If you use a wrapping bamboo, it's gonna be attached. It comes up together like this. So we're not gonna use the wrap bamboo.
Okay. Smart.
Maybe you could be not understand right now, but I'm not talking to you. Some people what you mean. Then, when you try practically, it's kind of they have experiments to make how to make sushi, right? Comes up, they gonna realize, Jacob said, that's right. It cannot be two wrap the bamboo with the wrap. Okay? One is without wrap, one is with the wrap. Okay?
It turned out beautiful. The colors are gorgeous.
Yeah. So it's done. This is a rainbow roll. Rainbow roll comes with the California roll and covered with the 5 different fishes. Fish is your choice. You can put in any kind of, fishes. Okay. I put in the salmon, tuna, and shrimp. Okay. This is rainbow roll.
Gorgeous.
Rainbow, okay. And then when you go to restaurant, they put in the wasabi like this. I mean the ginger like this. And then wasabi. So I want to recommend, boyfriend, girlfriend, right? When they go to restaurant, and then when they confess to their love, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, use the wasabi. Wasabi makes cry. Honey, I love you. I want to really love you with my heart. And then when she or your boyfriend, girlfriend, see outside, right, another part, and then you just grab and then put in the mouth, it's not the wasabi. They make you cry. Oh, I confess to you, you see me by crying? I really love you.
I love it.
Right? But I never tried yet.
When you propose? No pressure.
I'm just saying. Yeah. It's good, right? It's a rainbow.
Beautiful.
Okay. Thank you. Let me tell a question. Yes.
Does anyone have any questions for us? I see there were some questions before about when to add the vinegar in the rice, and he's answered that. So you add it after it's cooked. Now I sent the ingredients list and I added lemon and sesame seeds, but they're not necessary.
Sesame seed not necessary. Okay. It depends on people's taste.
Okay. So it depends on what you like.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know what's the difference between sushi and gimbap?
Gimbap. Oh, gimbap is Korean traditional. We don't call sushi gimbap. Just as it is, we call it gimbap. They use the dry seed too. Gimbap comes with the sesame oil outside, and then without the vinegar. Yeah, without vinegar. But sometimes they put in the bulgogi, the beef, the roast beef, and then galbi, and then spinach, and then kimchi. Whatever you want, so you can put it in the gimbap. I love gimbap too. Is good answer to you?
Thank you. And someone wants to know, did you tear the nori in half before use? Theirs is bigger, so maybe they just bought a different size sheet.
I just used a half sheet. You know what? They have a full sheet, twice of this. But that one, a full sheet, used for futomaki, there's a big roll. If I have a time, I'm gonna show you how to make futomaki. But we didn't prepare a full sheet with a nori.
Now, if you have a full sheet, should you just use like a chef's knife to cut it?
Yeah.
Okay. Should you wet the knife first, or is it easily?
It's a folded. So half.
Oh, okay.
Folded half, and then just rub it a couple times and then split.
Okay.
It's easy to split. Easy to split. Yeah. Okay. Any different sauces? As I mentioned with the presentation, they can use kombu. Kombu is the stem seaweed, but it has to be put in 1 day or 2 days. When you make the rice vinegar, right? You put in the kombu, but a little bit sliced, not too much, and then it'll taste better. So in restaurant, usually they use the kombu, the dash. In English, there's a special, unique name, the dash, the kombu in Japanese too. You can get a kombu in Asian market. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Or they could put in the lemon. Instead of lemon, you can put in couple of little bit amount of lemon juice, little bit, just a little bit. So more
bright flavor.
Yeah.
And then someone said, do you ever add wasabi to the roll?
Wasabi to the roll?
Well, like, do you put wasabi ever inside the roll? What are the
rules?
No,
not really. Recently, they used to use the wasabi when they make sushi, nigiri sushi, and any kind of maki sushi roll. They use there's old traditional. Now they don't use. It's optional. The wasabi comes on the side, right? They could put it, as much as you want. So basically, it used to come with the wasabi when the sushi chef makes any nigiri, and it goes like that. Show you. Then wasabi, they put in the wasabi here a little bit, but people don't like it. That's why they don't put it anymore. So that's optional.
You'd be surprised.
They come on the side. The sushi roll is same way. Yeah.
So someone said they're not really a fan of seaweed. Is there anything else they could use to hold it together? Can you make it without the seaweed?
Without seaweed, it comes with the rice, but we can make it without the seaweed. Only the rice.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to use a wrapper.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Seaweed is good for you.
And then someone wants to know what you recommend for dipping. Like, would you prefer soy sauce, or are there other sauces that you can make?
Yeah. That's optional too. Sometimes people don't like the soy sauce, too salty. So sometimes they love too much soy sauce. Spread out, dipping too much, and then wow, it's too salty. Sushi is too salty. No, sushi is not. You make it salty. Okay, as much as you want, just little by little dipping. Don't do that dipping too much.
It takes away the flavor from.
After taste it, this is good. And then, I need more stronger, then more dipping. That's it, step by step. Okay.
And then I've seen eel sauce put on certain rolls.
Eel sauce.
Now, is there a reason that it's only on certain rolls? Because I see it like decorative.
Why not? Yeah, you can put it any kind of roll with the eel sauce. If you like it, you put it in your sauce. There's no regulation on sushi.
Well, one thing that I always hear interesting views upon is that a lot of people will mix their wasabi in the soy sauce, which
Yeah.
a lot of people
That's
say
good.
that.
That's good.
Okay, some people say it's
Personally,
rude to
I
do.
like it. Yeah.
Okay.
It comes together. That's very traditional thing. So normally comes with that. You know, if you bring the silvering with a small plate and then put in the wasabi and then pour in the soy sauce and stirring up and then as much as you want. Sometimes they love if people love the much of wasabi, right? Put in a little bit soy sauce and the much wasabi, much stronger. As I said, he's crying. They make you cry. Yeah.
Oh, and someone wants to know, do you marinate your fish ahead of time?
Marinate the fish. We don't marinate
You just
the fish.
plain.
No, plain, yeah.
And fresh.
Fresh.
Mhm.
You know what? Don't buy the market. Don't buy the fish in the market. That's not sushi grade. But if you want to buy the sushi grade, you have to contact with another distributor, and then go to the restaurant directly, see the owner. Hey, when you order some fish, and then please take over me.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But you got to go to the restaurant very often.
You have to make a relationship.
I'm gonna invite some people, but I want to make sushi in my home, and then ask the owner of the restaurant, please give me some portion. But they don't sell it actually. So if you want to buy the sushi grade fish, you gotta go to distributor, find out some supply.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. You're
So I'm going to let you enjoy your sushi. If you've enjoyed this program, we'll have Chef Jacob back to teach us how to make a few different rolls. Thank you so much for joining. If you're celebrating Father's Day this weekend, maybe you should practice a few more rolls and give your dad a nice dinner. Have a good night. And if you have any questions, please email me and definitely share photos of your sushi rolls with me. I'd love to share those with Jacob. Thank you so much.
God bless you too.